falls within the core objective of Horizons Trust.
The Trust is very happy to organize and be part of this cause for a number of reasons. First, the training and capacity building for health workers falls within the objectives of the Trust. Secondly, the involvement of ECOWAS participants will motivate the Trust in broadening its mandate to complement the work of the Horizons Clinic within the sub-region.
The lack of endoscopic facilities, according to health experts, has been a problem in the Gambia, despite the prevalence of these digestive disorders. Patients seeking medical attention of digestive diseases are sometimes referred to the UK or neighboring Senegal, a situation that may change sooner than later.
The Horizons Trust, which is who made this possible, have formed a partnership with the World Gastroenterology Organization, MRC, Ministry of Health, and together I think the effects of this will have a big impact on the health of the Gambian people.
The Horizons Project is a social enterprise and probably the first of its kind in sub-Saharan Africa, contributing to development through health and education. Professor James Ndau gives an overview of Horizons Project for West Africa.
Some of us sitting here have been unfortunate enough to witness real pain and suffering of mothers and infants in Africa, but we must redistribute that pain and suffering through investing in social responsibility. That is precisely what Horizons is about. We must redistribute the pain of mothers through better equitable health care and economic empowerment of women throughout sub-Saharan Africa.
The new man at the helm of affairs of the Medical Research Council Banjul office said the council, a key partner in the regional training, remains committed to conducting innovative and relevant research.
This is just to say that for us the research is very important. We consider research as a key point for development. And what we want to do is we want to do research that makes a difference. So for us it's extremely important to get research into practice. So what we do make a difference for the population of the Gambia, of sub-Saharan Africa, of the whole world.
The emphasis for this training is giving the skills to our homegrown and regional doctors, wherever they may be, a move that could only be welcomed by the Health Ministry in their efforts for quality health service delivery.
The Ministry of Health and Social Welfare is very happy to be associated with this important first ever training being held at the MRC grounds here. Perhaps because we have our expert gastroenterologists based at the MRC, and we also have the sophisticated machine in this compound. I'm happy to see our colleagues, our staff from the ministry, the likes of Dr. Samate, whom we are very proud of, and other doctors, Dr. Jar, etc. And we want to welcome all those from the sub-region who have come to join this training.
The event also witnessed the official presentation of endoscopic electronic monitors to the Medical Research Council, courtesy of the Karl Storz Medical Company based in Germany. Samuel Ba, Grts.
Well, that story by Samuel Butt takes us to our first story, where the President, His Excellency Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya Jammeh, Friday presided over celebrations marking the 7th anniversary of his treatment program. The ceremony held at Kanilai brought together government dignitaries, diplomats and beneficiaries of the treatment program, as well as their families. Abdunjai reports.
It has been 7 years since the President made that daring announcement and went ahead to launch his treatment program and took on diseases that have defied modern research and technology. The evasive nature of the HIV/AIDS virus in particular drew on so many onlookers and skeptics within and outside the Gambia. Now they have come by the hundreds to commemorate with him the breakthrough, bringing with them praises for his efforts, wisdom and above all bravery.
Tonight, as we celebrate the 7th anniversary of His Excellency's Breakthrough Alternative Treatment Program, I am transported back to the very early days, the anticipation, excitement, and eagerness we all felt when we faced our first patient, led by a great man, blessed with wisdom and charisma, His Excellency, Sheikh Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya A.J.J. Jammeh. It was the beginning of a new era in healing, which the world was yet to discover. With belief and a zeal to restore good health, we embarked on a journey together with gratifying results.
The road has not been all too smooth, but the president, together with his team, pushed on as the world watches in bewilderment. The results, however, have been too hard to ignore, and graduates of the treatment program have emerged to present their cases time and time again.
On behalf of the entire patients of the alternative treatment program, and especially the HIV patients, and more so the 9 patients of the first batch of His Excellency's HIV patients, I wish to take this opportunity to express our sincere thanks to His Excellency for all his efforts and resources that went to make this program a success. Mr. Chairman, His Excellency's treatment program is an unqualified success in all its realm, in all its dimensions, and in all its scope. Suffice to say that all the 9 members of the first treatment program are still alive, normal, and going about their normal business in life, indicating their fitness.
His intervention has successfully helped in sifting the balance, wiping out logic for any monopoly over medical research. His treatment program opened up to other complications and ailments in the intervening years. Asthma, diabetics, stroke, hypertension, and infertility were cases that received equal attention from the president, and many of the beneficiaries were women.
Your Excellency, there is living evidence of your intervention in this area. One of the most areas of concern to any woman, anywhere in the world, not forgetting, of course, women of the Gambia, is the inability to have a child in a marital home. Your Excellency, as a result of your intervention in this area, you brought in many smiles, a lot of light in many homes, and there is evidence and living proof of that here today.
There was the Gambian leader taken to the podium to not only talk about the prognosis he dedicatedly fought against, but also the amazing stories of the many batches he took under his care, most especially the first batch of HIV/AIDS patients.
My objective is not to treat common diseases. I put myself to the challenge that my objective in life is to make whatever people say is impossible, possible by the grace of the Almighty Allah. So I'm not interested in malaria because there are cures for it. I'm interested in diseases that everybody is saying that there's no cure for it. What we should say as people with knowledge in the treatment of the human body is that I don't know the cure. But whatever disease is on earth, there is a cure for it, and the Almighty Allah knows. There's no disease that doesn't have a cure. We can say we don't know the cure yet, but don't say there's no cure for it. I also want to thank all those philanthropists who have assisted in one way or the other, because without your assistance, it would not have been possible to treat this large number of people, because when we treat 1,000 patients, I provide for their feeding, and their accommodation. Any number of patients that